This is our second example in our lesson on sine law. So we've talked so far about how sine law is a good way of calculating an angle or a side in a triangle that doesn't necessarily have a 90-degree angle in it. So SOHCAHTOA, the sine costan ratios, and Pythagorean theorem all require a 90-degree angle. Sine law you can use with any type of triangle. So in our second example, I have a triangle. It is not a right angle triangle. It doesn't have any 90-degree angles. It does have an angle of 54 degrees and an angle of 59 degrees. We have a side of 90 meters, and we have a missing side x that we would like to find. So the first thing I'm going to do is label my sides. I like to just do A, B, and C, and I always start with A. A should be where you have an angle. So I would not put A over here because I don't know that angle. But I would either put A here with the 54 or the 59. It doesn't really make a difference, but I like to use the one that also has an opposite side that I know. So since I know that the one across from 54 is 90, and I have both of those numbers, that's the one that I'm going to call angle A. And we use uppercase letters for our angles. So if this is angle A, 54 degrees, the one across from it is side A, so I use a lowercase a for sides. Then I'm going to pick B. It doesn't really matter which one. You could make B the 59. You could make B the one that we don't know. I'm going to make B the 59, which means across from that is side B. And then my last pair, I've got angle C, and across from that we've got side C. So when I'm deciding which sides and angles to use when I'm doing my sine law calculation, I look at the information that I know. So first you need a pair that you know the angle and the side for, and that is going to be pair A. And if you always label A as the angle and the side that you know, that's always going to be the one we start with. So I'm going to do sine of A divided by A equals. And then I'm going to look for the pair that has what I want to find. So what I want to find is x, and that's part of pair B. And I know the angle B, and I'm trying to find side x. So that's going to be the second one I use. So sine B over B. Now, if I look at C, I don't know angle C, I don't know side C, I kind of don't care, so I'm not going to use C as part of my equation. You can only have two parts in your equation when you're solving, so we're going to use the one that we know both numbers for and the one that has what we're looking for. Okay, so from here we're going to substitute in our numbers. So A is 54, so sine of 54, divided by my side A, which is 90 meters, or just 90. Sine of B, B is 59 degrees, so sine 59, that rhymes. And then across from that, my side B is x. So same thing we did last time, we're going to cross multiply. I'm going to start by multiplying x by sine of 54. And then we're going to multiply sine of 59 by 90. After that, we have options. If you don't like working with decimals, you can divide both sides by sine of 54 and then do it all in one step on your calculator. But I think more people will have more success using the decimal, so that's what I'm going to do. So on my next step, I'm going to calculate sine of 54. So I have to do 54 sine. That's how I get my calculator to work. And I am always checking that I am in degrees. And I need to write down every single last decimal place. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So I have 0.809016994. And then on the other side, I'm going to do 90 times sine of 59. So I have to do 90 times 59 sine on my calculator, and I get 77.14505706. Okay, we are trying to solve for x. So I want to get rid of this decimal that we are multiplying by, and I'm going to do that by dividing. Now, sometimes I get lazy, and I don't write the whole thing down. I'll just write 0.80 ... I always put the ... to show that it does keep going, but I am going to write the full one out on this side. Okay, so I'm going to divide that on my calculator. I still have the 77.14, all of that. So I just need to take that number and divide by 0.8090169994 equals. And I get 95 point, and this is my final answer, so I'm ready to round. I have 3 5, but I'm going to peek at the next one, which is a 6. So if this number is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we have to push our number up. If this number was a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then I would leave it exactly the same. But it's not, so this is going to push this up to a 3, 6. So it's 95.36 and meters. So x is 95.36 meters. Okay, now it's your turn. Go and do some practice.